Ew. Well, of course, my people. I was going to provide the food myself. Yeah, that's a big lie. Principal Kane shakes his head as he regains his composure. He scratches his chin again. First off, what chin? What chin? But now that I think about it, I don't see a practical way for you to do any of those things I asked you for. Is he actually stirring to see reason? Yeah! You know what? You two take the rest of the day off to start planning. I ain't planning at all. I'm gonna completely revamp my plan. Principal Kane laughs manically before dismissing us. I would be depressed. Not depressed, but I would be like, oh no. Go on, you two. Have fun on the rest of your day. I'll be in touch. Go on. Good. We leave Principal Kane's chaotic office. Phew. She wipes her brow. Thanks for helping me manage Kane's expectations today, that VA Kai. I nod. You really came through for me. She looks down at me with a warm smile. Since Kane gave us an early day to start planning, you want me in the student lounge while we go over the culture fair plans? Sounds good. Great, let's get going then. She offers a hand, which I take. Come on, that VA Kai. Since Kane let us out so early, the weather is gonna be a lot nicer. I guess I didn't think of that. Except now, it's friggin' like 90-something degrees, but it feels like 107. We stroll out into the autumn air. It was a lot less cold than this morning. Wow, that VA Kai, we haven't had weather this nice in summer. Heh, summer right now is bad. I can't deny the weather is pretty nice. I know with your help, the culture fair will be a huge success. She joyfully swings her arm as she talks to me, just like when she was showing me to the dorms. Well, let's at least start planning the fair before we say it's gonna be a success. She smiles back at me. Yeah, of course. It's just nice to have some help. I was really nervous I would have to organize the whole thing on my own. That would be pretty stressful. It's like putting together a puzzle. Hopefully we can share the burden of organizing the culture fair pretty evenly. I take a seat in the student lounge. A cup of tea that Agatha made me is in my hand. I had to take down the American Patriot thing. I'll make a better one. And I mean better. Heck, I'll make it even into a series. It might not be on July 4th or before it. Might be after, but I don't know. If it is after, But it will be crappier. And we have like a lot of tea bags for some reason. Ragatha went to her room to grab some things, but it's been a while since she left. To my surprise, the first person to walk in is Pomni. Hi. I waved to her. Hi, that VA Kai. Here for dinner? Dinner? I was actually gonna meet with Ragatha for as if it's summoned by my words. Ragatha walks in, carrying a paper bag of groceries. Paper. Hi, that VA Kai. She gives me a friendly wave. Hey, Ragatha, weren't we going to have tea and prepare for the culture festival? She puts her palm to her forehead. Ugh, I knew I was forgetting something. Sorry that VA guy. I kind of forgot that me and Pomni make dinner in the lounge every Tuesday. I have an idea. Wow, after we're done eating, it could be like a family thing. Not family. Yeah, we're sisters. I suddenly feel really awkward. Oh, am I interrupting something or... No! They say at the exact same time. The way Pomni put her hands up just reminds me of how I did the jazz hands. I mean, if you want, you can join us for dinner. Would that be okay? Rather than Pomni exchange a quick look before nodding. Yeah, you know what they say of that VA guy? Variety is the spice of life. I nod. Okay, Ragtha, well, I didn't bring anything to cook, so I'm just gonna work on ideas for the culture fair, I guess. That sounds great, that VA guy. I'm excited to see what you come up with. Live music, merch. Two of them get to work swiftly as they make spaghetti and meatballs. Hey! Ragtha sets the water to boil and hands Pomni a jar of sauce to heat up. For some reason, the spaghetti and meatballs made me remember one of my friends, old friends that I don't really talk to nowadays. Loved spaghettis and meatballs and still does. And we shipped him with this freaking guy who I'll call M. And freaking M was pretending to like him. He just went along. And this dude, we're just gonna call him D, because that's the first letter of his name. Freaking was like, no, I'm straight, I swear to God. And we were like, well, people can turn gay. But yeah. Even as Pomni pours the sauce into the pot and starts one of the burners to warm it up, Ragtha eyes her nervously. Pomni must be a pretty bad cook if Ragtha doesn't even trust her to heat up pasta sauce on the stove. No time to think about all of that, though. Look, yeah, I can make toast, but yeah. I begin to jot ideas down in my notebook for the cultural festival. Oh no, I forgot to grab something to stir the pasta with. She says, clutching her hair. That VA guy, Pomni, can you guys hold things down while I go grab something in from my room? Well, I was trying to work on ideas, but I was struggling to come up with any ideas anyways. I nod. We'll be fine for a few minutes, Ragtha. Cool. Good. Thanks for that, VA guy. Just try not to burn the place down, you two. I try my best to hold things down, watching the pasta water and making sure the pasta sauce is heating evenly. But within a few minutes, the student lounge is filled with the unpleasant smell of burning tomatoes. I turn to Pomni. Hey, Pomni, is the sauce supposed to smell like that? She picks up the jar and looks at it. It says smoky romesco sauce. She reads directly off the label. Maybe it's supposed to smell like that? I shrug. That's not a sauce I've heard of before. I keep watching the pasta water. The smoky romesco sauce bubbles ominously next to me. Maybe if I turn up the heat, it will. As Pomni twists the knob on the nearly antique stove's range, it goes to maximum heat. Pomni, wait. Oh, wait. Is all I managed to get out before the flame engulfs the pasta sauce. Oh no, she says, trying to turn it back. As she does, the knob comes off in her hand. She gives me a nervous look. The once appetizing looky smoky romesco turns into a truly unpleasant shade of orange, bubbling ominously, popping of off of the ground, growing bubbles, sending spurts of sauce bouncing out of the pot. Bounce. It looks like something out a cartoon witch's cauldron. Just as the chaos builds to Crisco, Ragatha comes back into the lounge. Hey guys, how are you looking? Look, she spots with a bubbling pot. Get out now. She's gonna blow. Pomni and myself follow Ragatha out, taking cover just outside of the lounge. Moments later, the glass pot bursts with an audible noise inside the lounge. Smoky romesco covering the window like a blood splatter in a TV crime drama. Sorry guys. What the hell, Pomni? No, it's okay. First off, I cannot blame Pomni. I literally suck at cooking. So if I said, what the hell, Pomni, it would be, I think, a hypocrite or, I don't know. I don't really know my words well. Me fail English? No, it's okay, Pomni. We were both supposed to take care of making dinner, so it's really both of our responsibility. But I was the one who set the burner so high it made the sauce stew. Pomni gestures around the room covered in freshly exploded romesco sauce. That, I shrug. We all make mistakes, you know. I made a lot, kinda, I think. If you say so, that VA, you're gay. She turns to Ragatha. Take out? Ragatha nods. We'll have to find somewhere other than the lounge suite, though. Outside. She gives me a meaningful look. That VA, your room is pretty open, right? By open, she means empty. I nod anyways. Great, I'll order some food on Cane Dash. Sorry. Ragatha makes a face. I guess that's fine. I'm done for anything. Pomni nods. The food arrives in a few minutes. We spread it out on the floor of my room like an impromptu fast food picnic. Home. As Pomni and Ragatha exchange jokes and memories about the school, my room just feels less empty tonight. I can't just help but smile and laugh along with them. Like they tell stories about how Keener forgot his notes to class once. That one time Kane tried to take them on a field trip, but the bus no-clipped into the road and ended in a lower orbit? I'm sorry, what? Time passes quickly as we finish our dinner. Hey, that VA, thanks for letting us use your room. I nod. No problem. Oh, that VA, it's pretty cool, huh, Pomni? Yeah, I guess so. Pomni checks her wacky watch. Oh wow, it is really that late? Agatha checks her own wacky watch. Oh, it's already past curfew. Sorry, that VA Kai, we didn't even get any planning done. Pomni heads out, but Agatha lingers a few moments. I know it's a lot to ask, but would you mind waking up early tomorrow? Yes, I would mind. I need sleep. I can't even go to sleep at night. We can go over the plans for the culture fair, and I'll even make you some tea. How does that sound? Girl, I dumped the tea in my freaking sink. I dumped the tea in my sink, girl. What do you think I like tea? I considered the proposal for a second, then nod. Oh my god, we're getting married. We're getting married. Sounds good to me. Alright, I'll come get you so we can go to the school bright and early. I nod. I'll be looking forward to it. Me too. Oh dang, I need to find my flippin' charger. It's a friggin' paintbrush. Where's my charger? I found it. I'll make a man out of you. See you tomorrow, that VA guy. He's charging. Agatha says, quickly gathering the trash from our meal before heading out. Ding, 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 ding. Ding, 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 ding. Yay! Bless you. I wake earlier than normal to a knocking on my door. That must be Ragatha, my arch nemesis. Hey, that VA kind ready for a morning meetup? More like night meetup coming. I grumble, making my way over to the light switch and flicking it on before pulling on a uniform. I don't even bother to fix the wrinkles in it before putting it over one shoulder and opening the door. Morning. I mumble. I look down. Ragatha already has her freaking tea set ready. I'm patriotic. I'm freaking patriotic, Ragatha. All packed in a carrying basket ready for the trek to the school. I'm patriotic. I dumped the tea in my sink and stabbed it with the frickin' American flag decal taped on a pencil with painter's tape. Then I did a little dance and sang I'm proud to be American. Because I can, Ragatha. Because it's almost July 4th. Not almost. We have a couple days, but you get what I mean. The entire tea set is made from white porcelain and has cute floral designs. It seems to suit Ragatha. A good cup of Earl Grey can just have as much caffeine as a cup of coffee. and it's less likely to give you the jitters. I used to freaking love coffee, dude. I was like, oh yeah, I love it. And freaking my coffee, I would be like, oh yeah, Mom, can I get coffee? And she would be like, I don't fully remember, but she would kind of be like, I'm not getting paid to handle this child. But now I'm like, oh, it exists. Anyways, even against the morning cold and how early she woke us up. Us. Ragtha's relentless optimism shines through. Shine bright like a diamond. Okay, well, let's head out then. I say, trying to match her enthusiasm, but unable to mask my tiredness in my own voice. She seems to appreciate the gesture. Make our way over to the school promptly. I'm surprised it's even open this early, but here we are. I start heading over to the homeroom before bumping into Ragtha walking the opposite direction. Oh, sorry about that VA guy. Aren't we heading to the homeroom? Actually, I was hoping we could go somewhere special. Special? Special how? You'll see, she says happily, leading me down the corridor. We wander for a bit before she leads me down a dusty hallway I'm pretty sure I haven't seen any students in. I don't remember Ragtha showing me this part of the school during our tour. The fluorescent lights above us flicker ominously. After a few minutes, she walks up to a door, twists the handle, and with a creak it opens. Here it is. What is this place? Doesn't look all that special. So, what is it? This is the place I go when I feel overwhelmed. Wish I had a place like that. At school. Freaking at home, it's my room. You overwhelmed? I say half sarcastically. I know, I may seem like I have it all together, but sometimes I just really need to get away. I mean, I'm the class rep and the resident assistant. She laughs nervously. If anything goes wrong, it's basically my fault. Even class reps need time off, you know? I nod. Well, if you ever need to share your burdens, I'm here for you too. I really appreciate that VA guy, but I'm the one who volunteered to be class rep. As long as everyone else can be happy, maybe I can be happy too. Ragtha. I can't help but feel bad for her, but also plus, why does she sound like that one AI voice? That goes, "But you're okay. Don't worry about me, that VA guy. I'm tougher than I look. Now let's get to work. Don't want the tea to get any colder." I nod again. I sit at a spare desk and pull my school notebook to start writing down ideas. Ragtha goes to another desk and begins making tea. Once again, I made that patriotic video, but yeah. Pulling a canister of hot water out from her travel basket. At this point, in the idea process. No idea is a bad idea, so I just let any idea that strikes me flow onto that page. Carbonated air. I don't know. Pickles. Bows. Bracelets. Maybe we could have live music. I freaking called it, dude. What kind of foods do other students like? Maybe we could ask them, see if Kane can provide them. And if Gangle and Zubo are doing art, maybe we could do an art exhibition, or have them do art to help advertise the stalls. I'm so busy writing down ideas. I almost don't notice as Ragatha comes over with 2 cups of tea and setting one down in front of me. I inhale the smell of the tea. It kind of smells citrusy and floral, and maybe with some vanilla in there. It definitely smells better than the teas I have at home, which either smelled like straight sugar or what else had been sitting next to it in the fridge. I take a moment to enjoy the aroma. Enjoying the tea that kind? I nod. It smells very nice. I take a sip and almost spit it out. Because I'm American, I'm proud to be American. That's nowhere near as sweet as the tea I'm used to at home. Still, after a bit, I go back going, Is something wrong with that kind? I'm gonna save. All I wanted was you. Is something wrong with that VA kind? She looks concerned. It's nothing. Let's talk about the culture affair ideas. God dang it. Throws beer bottle. I'm sorry. I see pushing my notebook towards her. You wake me up early. You have to see them. She reviews each idea, nodding. These are all pretty good ideas. Don't know where we get the live music though. ... She reads my idea about doing different food stalls, pointing at the line on the page as she looks up at me. Ooh, this is a really good one. If we can ask everyone what their favorite food is, we might actually get Kane to make a stall including all of them. She's certainly free with compliments, but I appreciate her positivity. I'd try the Earl Grey again. Still way too bitter for me. Hey, Ragatha? Yes, that guy. Do you have any sugar? Ragatha seems a bit taken aback. Sugar? I nod. Yeah, I'm not used to taking my tea like this. I gesture to the hot Earl Grey she served me. This. I freaking called it, dude. She pauses a moment before nodding, bringing a sugar bowl with some sugar cubes in it. Sorry, that guy. I take a sugar cube, then another. Then another. Love in a cup. Don't eat love when it's shaped into a cube and you put it in a cup. Put your Earl Grey. Earl Grey. Hey, that vehicle. Take it easy. You don't want to drown out the taste of the tea with sugar, right? I discard her protest, adding a few more before stirring my tea. Dude, you're like a freaking horse. I'm like a freaking horse. When it takes on the consistency of warm maple syrup, I take a sip. Just like Mom used to make. You really like sugar, huh? I nod as I eagerly ship my tea. So do you want to hear my ideas for the culture fair, or do you want to saibao? I nod. Or do you want me to saibao, which means shut yo beach up? Well, I was thinking it might be nice for everyone to pick something to present for the culture fair. Like Jax being how to put it politely. Beep 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 beep. Pomni could do a historical presentation on different culture festivals. Gangle and Zubo could probably present the best art they did for the culture festival. I nod. What would Jax do? She begins to genuinely think about it. Wasn't he supposed to help Pomni? I do seem to remember that. The ideas of Jax helping anyone seems pretty likely based on my experiences with him. Maybe we should just hope he doesn't mess things up for anyone else. Every day it starts the same, we're going to do the tip again. She goes nervously. I'm fine, I won't lose my mind. You won't give us satisfaction. So what should we do if everyone presents something? Saying is strong. If you break, don't make every day and every night. I play with friends. I have a mouth, but I can't scream loud. I have a mouth, but I can't scream loud enough to change your scenery inside of this machinery. A polygon, a prison made of 1 and 0 digits. Or maybe this is only I'm fine. I won't lose my mind. You won't get your satisfaction. I'm no abstraction. I'm fine. I won't lose my mind. You won't get your satisfaction. I'm no abstraction. No. Regda pauses to think about that for a few seconds as well. I don't know that, VA guy. Any ideas? Well, we're planning the festival, so whatever we do has to be something that we don't interfere with helping everyone plan the culture festival. Eventually hits me. What if we MC the presentation? Main character MC? MC? I nod. We can tell people about everyone's presentations. Get them to come on stage. And even talk about how we brought people together. I take another sip of my thoroughly sweetened tea. That's a great idea, that VA Kai. More tea? I nod. Ragtha pours me another tea. I empty the rest of the sugar bowl into it. Ragtha just gives me a smile as I shovel cube after cube into the tea. I need to get more sugar before I make tea for you again, that VA Kai. You greedy pig. I nod and we both laugh as I drink the syrupy sweet tea. Loki, I want to draw like Gangle. She has such a good art style. I'm the person who made this friggin' game. How do you draw Ragtha? Tell me, please. As we sip tea in Ragtha's special hideaway, I can understand why she finds the room so peaceful. No sounds of chaos from the rest of the school. No chance of someone walking in and interrupting the moment. Yo, are you too gay? I don't blame Ragtha for keeping this place to herself. As the hour creeps on, we're both reluctant to go to class. Still, we eventually have to. Ragtha checks her wacky watch. Whoa, time really flies when you're having fun, huh? That VA guy? Yeah, I was trading Pokemon cards with my friend Zara because she but was like, Mom was like, hey, would Elliot like to go here? Well, that was my old name. Before I changed it. Because the cops are on me. You know, I stole Mountain. I am on the run because I insulted someone while eating a hamburger. So yeah, the police are trying to find me, but no. And my mom, I kind of forgot it, but I think it was like that. Also, or I asked my mom if I could go. I don't know. And friggin', I traded Pokemon cards with my friend. Wow, they're really already setting off fireworks. Well, it's to show our patriotism. Yeah, I'm going hardcore. You want next couple days? I'm becoming American. The true American. Not just this friggin' American that loves anime. Friggin' only really watched 2. Actually, 1. Does Avatar The Last Airbender count as an anime? I've seen like one episode of One Piece. My mom was watching it because one of her coworkers apparently really likes it. But anyways, yeah, and it actually flew by fast, the 1 hour. I was like, dang, or it was more than that. But anyways, we have to head to class already? Like the nods. We really should. I'd be a pretty bad rep if I've encouraged you to be late to class, you know? I want to make Kane angry, right? Ragtha begins cleaning up the tea set. I help her, bringing this now empty sugar bowl over to her basket. I had a lot of fun planning with you today, though, that VA Kai. Me too. Can we do this tonight, too? Ragtha taps her wacky watch, checking her planner before clenching her teeth and sucking a bit of air in. Sorry that VA Kai, I have softball practice tonight. It's kind of the one thing I never let myself skip, you know? I nod. That's too bad. I have a cane plush, my child. An idea occurs to me as we finish cleaning up and head for your homeroom. Wait, Ragtha. What's up, that VA Kai? Can I come to your practice? Oh, I don't know that VA Kai. I'm not that good. You don't want to waste your afternoon doing that, right? No, I mean, I could just bring my notebook and keep brainstorming ideas, and then we can still walk back together, you know? Oh, I mean, if you want to, that would be okay with me. Honestly, I don't even know how to play softball. Is it like baseball? Please tell me. Cool, it's a deal. I'm looking forward to seeing you in action. Hey guys, I'm Evil Jax. I hope we have a good game, no matter what. No matter who wins or loses. I want to kill that guy. Loki, whenever I see him, like my old self, I actually think I want to kill that guy. Because I used to be so cringe and I still am, but hey, to be cringe is to be free. That's really nice of you to say. I guess it'll be the first time I'll have a real audience. But I'm happy you're going to come out to see me. I'll meet you after school and walk you to the field, okay? I nod. I dozed off a few times in homeroom, still groggy from waking up so early to meet Ragtha and plan the cultural festival. I was happy to spend some extra time with her and I'm happy she felt comfortable enough to share her secret place with me. Still, I can't help but feel she seemed a little pensive this morning. Maybe I'm reading too much into it. She's probably right. She's tougher than she looks. Right? Right? That being kind, are you sleeping? Yeah, it's called a human thingy you have to do. That was some weird crap might happen to you, dude. Weird crap. Oh yeah, I have a gaming intro, by the way. I was on the first part. I'm gonna have the frickin' American anthem with guns and American Eagle and biblically accurate. Fun fact, the way you think it sounds with all the gunshots and this is a joke, by the way, satire. Satire, guys. Anyways. Yeah, it does sound like that. It's America. It's so beautiful. Anyways. I feel Ragtha's hand gently shake me. That VA kind. Here, I'll do a thing of how I shake people. It's gonna be a joke. Sorry, I guess I'm not used to waking up so early. Freaking summer break, I'm waking up like 10 a.m., 1 p.m. because I can. And you know what? I need to just catch up on sleep. Agatha gives me a half smile before shaking her head. You're a pathetic little thing, aren't you? Right, sorry, I guess that's my fault. Before I can reassure her, the bell for lunch rings. Wow, I got nothing from that lecture. The thought immediately disappears from my mind as Ragatha excitedly tugs on me to get up from my desk. Come on, that VA kind. We have a lot of work to do. Right. Why does that actually sound like Jeff from Alpha Sisters? Right. Something so simple. My voice. Baby, I'm praying on you tonight. Hunt you down into the light just like ant. I can't really do it now. I sluggishly rub my eyes before getting to my feet and following Ragatha out into the hallway. I'm gonna do alright. We have today and tomorrow to make sure this cultural fair goes off without a hitch, she says with an exaggerated smile. So, what do you say? Let's pick up on the progress everyone has. Let's check up on the progress everyone has made so far. And then we can share some of the ideas we came up with this morning. She punctuates her sentence with a jovial swing of her arm. I'm so tired to take the lead on this, but I would be lying if I said her enthusiasm was at least a little infectious. First, we check up on Pomni and Jax in the library. Pomni mutters to herself as she sits at the library table, sorting through a few books. Hey there, Pomni. Ragtha waves as we approach the jester girl. Oh, hey, guys. Pomni's voice is filled with a false enthusiasm that doesn't reach her eyes as we approach. We're just here to check up on the progress you made so far on for the culture festival. I think that you and Jax were supposed to find out what culture festival was, right? Definitely one of the weirder tasks Kane gave out, but I won't question his methods. That that shouldn't have been too difficult, right? I see, giving her an encouraging grin. Yeah, well, you'd think so far, she says, returning my enthusiasm. The way her voice trails off at the end of that sentence makes me think this won't be as easy as we thought. I can't even find any books about anything I need. There's books like bees and this butterfly encyclopedia and why does everyone baby Jax? This library isn't organized in any way that makes sense. I spent all yesterday just taking shelves down to find anything relevant. Ragatha pauses a moment before responding. Oh, wait, I thought Jax was supposed to be helping you. Where's he? Where's Jax? Instead of where's King? You know how there's the Jax? Look, I know we don't get along, but I think they made me into a remarkable plushie. Or Jax, look, I know we don't get along, but I think Ribbit abstracted or stuff like that. Or the MC, look, I know we don't get along. I actually need a voiceover freaking some memes. I want to do that so bad. Look, or make freaking memes, dude. I need a voiceover TADC and make it friggin' like how I have humor. Anyways, Pomni shrugs. Your guess is as good as mine. He ditched me on Monday. Said it was a waste of time. He's like Garfield. He's fat. Serious? Ragna clutches her hair before cutting herself off, having an annoyed side that seems to move her entire body. I shouldn't even be surprised. The rag doll straightens her blazer, trying to compose herself again. Well, Pomni, that VA and I were thinking of having everyone present what they've been working on this week. We're hoping if you were able to, you'd be able to present a historical presentation with what you found. Which is, She pauses a moment before mumbling out the rest of her sentences. Nothing. Right. Pomni shakes her head, gathering what few notes she has spread across a mess of notebook papers. Don't get me wrong, it sounds like a fun idea. If I even had a single book on the subject, I could probably put something together, but right now... No, I understand, you're right. It was silly to even ask. Awkward silence commences. I decide to break the tension. The Egyptians thought the best thing you could do was die. Well, Pomni, we have to check up on Azubal and Gango's progress. I guess let us know if there's anything we can do to help you further. Pomni offers me an unamused smile. Well, it's clear Pomni's frustrated at the situation and not at us. I can't help but notice Regatha as sad as we leave the library. Her formerly undefeatable enthusiasm now dented. Hey, Rag. I can't believe Jax would just leave Pony to sort through the library on her own. She cuts me off before I can reassure her. I personally don't find it so difficult to believe. I understand she's just venting right now. She's sus. Have you ever heard of Among Us, Gregory? You need to vent. I know it will be hard for you to... One second. Wait, I forgot what I was talking about. Who knows what he's even doing right now? Probably trying to mess everything up for the rest of us. She starts riling herself up. Can you just relax? You're seriously stressing me out. Hey, it's okay. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. How would I get stressed over this? I would just be like, hope everybody's having a great Pride Month. Shout out to the gays. Freaking just quote that freaking meme. Hey, it's okay. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. Also, plus, insert YN thingy. Hey, it's okay, guys. Promise, you'll get through this. I believe in you. Now get back to that work on editing. Get back to walk. I need more edits. For now, let's focus on checking on Gangle and Zubul. Also, plus, just put a perimeter of corn around him. Around the school. Around his freaking door. As far as Jax, you don't have to worry. I'm here. I won't let him mess anything up. Just throw freaking corn at him. Corn. He's freaking afraid of it. For some reason. Oh yeah, tryphobia. I give her a reassuring smile. Ragtha returns my style with a tired one of her own before nodding. Yeah, you're right, that VA kind. Thanks. We're not beat yet. A little enthusiasm seeps back into her I almost said depression. Expression. Let's check on Zubul and Gangle. Entering the art room, Zubul and Gangle are completely engrossed with their own artworks. First off, I'm low-key scared of Gangle because of what Jax mentioned. Hey guys! Agatha managed to summon her usual cheery tone as she greets the two. Huh? Oh. Hey Agatha and that VA guy, what's up? We're just checking up on your progress for the culture fairs so far. Agatha wanders over, peering over Gangle's shoulder. Gangle seems completely unaware. Oh, we've been working on posters and promotional stuff for the moment. Yeah, looks like you guys have been busy. I look over at Ragtha, whose face has gone white at Gangle's drawing. Oh, Ragtha? Ragtha jumps out of her state, alerting Gangle of her presence. Oh, Ragtha, that be a guy. Gangle covers his drawing with her ribbon arms, even though it's much too late, as Ragtha has already seen it. That's an interesting drawing there, Gangle. Are you hanging that up for her culture fair? Ragtha's cheeks are now burning red. Gangle gives her a shy smile before nodding. Lesbian tomato. Yeah, that was the plan. I walk over to see what the hubbub is about. Zubul follows me, We all crowd around Gangle as we eye her drawing. A familiar figure with a curvy figure is in a risque pin-up style pose holding a sign that reads "Culture Fair this way." For now, I take a closer look. It definitely looks like, is that supposed to be Ragtha? Huh? Her expression goes pale. I'm gonna probably cut out this part. No way. Because this is supposed to be a family-friendly channel. And then just shows all my patriotism. No way. Gangle clutches her drawing protectively. It's my Ragtha! Gangle. It's okay if you don't want me to put it up. Ragtha blushes even more, realizing the drawing was indeed meant to be her. Well, I mean, I just don't know if it's really appropriate for her. She trails off. So you're saying I can't hang up any of my pinup series? Gangle? There's something called boundaries. Gangle asks, her lip quivering, tears prickly at the edges of her eyes. Boo-hoo. You made a series? Agatha managed to mask her apparent dismay with false enthusiasm. I can tell, but based on Gangle's own excited smile, the latter does not pick up on it. Gangle unveils a slew of risque pinup characters. Agatha's face flushes with the humiliation at the images. Oh, well, maybe if they're toned down a bit, she says, shifting uncomfortably in place. Zubul scratches his chin before chiming in. I don't really see the problem with them. Girl. You have to be joking. It's emotionally tasteful artistic nudity, no? Artistic nudity? Also, plus Kane says it has to be family friendly. God dang it. Ragtha, already flushed face, turns into a deep shade of crimson. Crimson wood from Minecraft. Ding, 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 ding. I don't know if Kane will be okay with, she stumbles over her words. They might be a bit much. Zubul rolls her eyes. Who cares about what Kane wants? I care. I care. I care. Ragtha's lips tighten at Zubul's flippant response. I'm not Derek Susan Derek. And I have a yellow heart and not that me. I'm not blushing, I was just rushing. And forgot sunscreen. I decided to change the subject, trying to tear my eyes away from the Ragtha pinup. Yo, chill. So Zubul and Gangle, me and Ragtha were thinking about having you guys present some of your art at the culture fair. No, ban them. Ban them. Do the right thing and ban them. Do the right thing. Pretend like me smoking a cig. Do the right thing. Maybe talk about the techniques you used for your inspirations for your favorite pieces. Yeah, that sounds easy enough. Zubo agrees. Easily present my art like in front of people? Yeah, just a few pieces. Nothing too intense, I promise. And I swear to God, if you show your goofy art that you made pin-up series, you are going to be banned so hard, Gangle. You will be killed. Gangle looks unsure. Not killed, but just be like, you can never draw again. I don't know. Agatha opens her mouth to try and further convince Gangle, but it's beaten up by Zubal's interjection. You should be happy, Agatha. How about we get back to you on that? Agatha looks at me before offering a weary smile to Zubal, because freaking Zubal is CEO and Gangle is YN. Sure, I'll check back tomorrow. No pressure, guys. It's supposed to be fun, right? She laughs nervously, but Gangle and Zubal only look on. I follow Ragatha out of the art classroom. She looks utterly defeated by the afternoon events. I barely have any time to ask her about it, though. Is the incarnation of trouble itself comes strolling down the hallway. Jax. The purple bunny makes eye contact with us. His eyes widen for a moment, then he mentally tries to turn down another hallway. But Jax is already too late. Ragtha has locked on. Jax! She shouts with a loud voice and angry enough to silence the other students in the hallway. Oh, crap, bro. I'm gonna put it in like CapCut. I'm voicing distance in the hallway. The purple bunny stops dead in his tracks before turning to his head and baiting his eyes at us. Yes? His tone is dripping in sarcasm, but nonetheless, Ragatha marches up to him. You were supposed to research cultural festivals with Pomni in the library. Why haven't you been doing that? Jax looks up, pretending to ponder before shrugging coolly. Oh, that's easy, because this culture thing is dumb. I don't want to do it. Ragtha huffs. Oh, so you just leave Pomni to do it all by yourself. Hey, I offered Pomni to ditch with me. She didn't take the offer. That's not my fault. I sound New Jersey-ish, I think. I don't know. He grins back at Ragtha, intentionally needling her. Oh, do you realize how selfish you sound? I take a step forward, but the argument has already started. The war. Seriously, selfish. Huh. I wonder why you care so much about this stupid festival. He says, only half joking. Seems like he's getting angry too. Well, obviously because he cuts her off before she can get another word. Because it makes you feel important? Like you need to be? He throws his hands up in mock surrender. Go ahead, feel important, but don't pretend like I'm the one being selfish. I step between them before I can escalate anymore. Glaring daggers at the rabbit. He looks down at me before scoffing. Especially now that you got that VA kind fooled too. Saibao. He looks down at me with a smirk. Don't worry, kid. Your damsel is not in distress. He pauses as Ragatha huffs, searching for the words to defend herself. She came at me. Remember? He rolls his eyes before turning away from us, walking down the hallway and out of sight. Out of mind. We stand in silence for a moment. Ragda's anger quickly fades to regret. She buries her face in her hands, before pulling them back to the sides of her face. Hey, are you okay? She gives me a tired smile. Yeah, I'm good. Tougher than I look, remember? She gives me her best happy face, but I'm not convinced. Yeah, I know, but I still have softball practice, remember? She says, changing the subject quickly. Guys, I have something to confess. It's really important. I won't have to do this stuff, but how much would woodchuck chuck the woodchuck could chuck woodchuck could chuck woodchuck could chuck wood? How much wood could woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood? Woodchuck could chuck wood. Woodchuck could chuck wood. She says, changing the subject quickly. I had almost forgot about her softball practice. Oh, yeah. You're still coming, right? She says, a hopeful look in her eyes. I give her a warm smile back. Of course, I wouldn't miss it. Friggin', like, High School Musical / like, friggin' classic Disney romance movies. I'm actually a sucker for those still. Don't judge me. Don't judge me. I'm sorry. Of course, I wouldn't miss it. Gummy Goo, where are you? So, are you organizing with your team, or I trail off? Oh, there's no team or anything. What? She said she was having softball practice, but there's no team. I mean, sometimes I can get Pomni or Gink or Zumbo to join me, or Kane has us. Cause I'm proud of being American. Us play a pickup game, but usually just me out there. You're gonna be the first person I've taken to join me in practice in a long time. Real quick, the reason why I was singing that was because there's fireworks. And low key, cause I'm proud of being American. Courtesy of the red, white, and blue. I'm sorry to hear that. Don't be. Everyone hates me. I'm low-key such a poopy head that I still use the kindergarten insult sometimes. Also, I've kind of become used to practicing on my own. It's peaceful. Sometimes I just stand out there in front of the pitching machine and just practice my swing until my problems feel smaller. As far as ways to deal with stress, that isn't the worst. Especially after everything that happened today. Sounds like she might need it. The more I hang out with her, it's hard not to notice how lovely she seems. Lonely. I was gonna start singing, isn't she lovely? Isn't she wonderful? Isn't she precious? Less than 1 minute old. I never thought love with it. But isn't she lovely without? Isn't she lovely? And whatever. I really want to go out there and watch you today. Oh come on, that VA guy. Don't say stuff like that. You're gonna make me blush. 'Cause I'm gay. Well, it's true. I tell her. And who knows, maybe I'll like us so much I'll join you for practice more often. How does that sound? Well, it could be nice to have someone else out there. When will my reflection, she throws off, shine, show who I am. As long as you're sure that you're not just doing it, try to make me feel better. I shake my head empathetically. When will my reflection shine? I really want to go out there today. Maybe if I get to a good practice place and taking my notes, you can show me the ropes. I like that VA guy. We start heading out before Ragatha stops me. Oh, I forgot. I need to change into my uniform. Do you mind meeting me out on the pitch? You remember where it is, right? I nod. She nods back at me, smiling. Good, I'll see you out there. Let's get down to business. To defeat. I didn't even get to read that, but whatever. Hey, that VA guy. Hope you weren't waiting too long. I know it's a bit chilly. I shake my head, reassuring her. She makes her way out onto the field, setting up a pitching machine as she makes conversation. So, how have your classes been going so far? Oh, boring. I usually blonde. Ragatha laughs nervously. Reminds me of that. Well, you should try and pay attention to them. You don't want to be dumb. Suddenly turns into Sayori. I'm Sayori, don't leave me hanging. I'm Natsuki, and I bake cupcakes. I'm Yuri, and I'm purple. I'm Monica, just harmonica. As your class rep, I'm supposed to be in charge of your academic success. Girl, you ain't my mom. Sorry, I hate to break it to you, but you ain't my mom. So it would look bad if I didn't encourage you to pay attention in all your classes. Yeah, but mostly I look forward to hanging out with you. Agatha goes quiet a moment. No, I don't want to freaking save. But yes, I will. Agatha goes quiet a moment. Well, I look forward to that too. But you should still pay attention in class, I'm not a dare soon dare. I have a jello heart. Now that me. I'm not blushing. I was just rushing. And forgot sunscreen. I'll try. I tease her. I want freaking save. Alright, that VA guy. I'm all set to start. You okay in the bleacher? I nod, pulling out my notebook and starting to go over our plans. Forgot to ask the other students what foods they want for the cultural festival earlier. Plus, Ragatha and I need to work on our jokes. As we MC the event, that's if people decide to present. Look, MC, I know we don't get along, but I think Yuri's has been acting pretty strange recently. Hey, Sayori, you don't know me. Welcome to our meeting. Are you into reading? Keep for being coy. We'll improve your optic. Have a freaking cupcake. Must you bring a boy? Anyway, so picky or bad at making, and I'll walk home alone today. The more I look at all the ideas we agreed on, the more I realize that we're going to need to cram multiple days of work into tomorrow. I glance at Regtha's already squaring up at home plate, her body tightly around as she holds the bat at the ready. Yeah. Regtha loads each softball into the back of the pitching machine, each one thumping softly against the other. Don't. I want to look down at my notes and start trying to make a plan, but I can't take my eyes off Regtha. The first ball shoots out as her body uncoils, her gleaming aluminum bat swinging forward to meet the ball. With a sharp crack and a metal ping, the softball goes flying. One hit like that could be impressive, but Ragatha keeps winding back up. Her bat meeting each softball and sending it flying. She finishes a set and is already panting. Hey, that VA guy, if you're not taking notes, would you mind helping me collect the softballs? Sure. I nod, getting up from the bleachers and collecting the softballs from the outfield. I help her load them again. The second time around, I managed to make a few more notes about the cultural festival. But I'm pretty sure I'm memorizer. Editing me, please play memorizer and have the music video playing. I learned the memorizer dance. Every time I look up from my notebook, she finishes the set by sending a softball sailing over the far fence. Hey, that VA guy. Yeah, I'll get the balls. I say preemptively, happy to help. Actually, I noticed you were watching me. Why take a turn? Oh, come on. I bet you can do a pretty good job. I can do a crappy job. Besides, I can check your notes and see if you have any ideas to offer. Well, it's not like I can tell her I didn't get work done because I can't stop looking at her. I'll give it my best shot. Ragnar nods excited. After we load up the machine, she leans against me, putting a hand around my waist. So you gotta do this. You gotta kind of stick your butt out, and then you just wind up your body and square your shoulders. She reaches up to my shoulders. Don't be so stiff, that VA guy. Just let yourself move. How about you show me a few practice swings first? I started practicing the motion. I want freaking save! Before walking over to the pitching machine and turning it on, she gives me a few slow underhand lobs. After a few swings, I get a good feel for when to hit the ball and where to aim my bat. Oh my god. Good job, that VA guy. Ready for the machine? I nod, squaring up to the plate. Ready? With a whirring sound, the pitching machine turns on. It's getting close to dark, so I squint my eyes, leaning forward. That VA guy, don't lean so forward. You might get... As the last words I hear before a softball comes rocketing out the machine and slams into my head. Dong! That VA guy. The world goes black as I fall backwards, pain radiating from my eye socket where the softball hit me. Wake up in an unfamiliar room. A silent mannequin leans above me. Is that VA guy okay? Oh, they're pretty badly concussed. I don't think they should be going anywhere alone. Ming! Hey, it's Ming! No, guys. We know what assuming does. Nonsense. I try to stand up and immediately feel woozy. I fall forwards, but thankfully Ragatha catches me. Oof. That kind. Be careful. The mannequin rolled his eyes. You should have assumed you were in good condition to walk just because you felt okay lying on the bed. But the school's closing soon. Ragatha, can you take that VA guy back to their dorms? Of course, she says, lifting me up and propping one of my arms across her shoulders. Let's get going, okay, that VA guy? Okay, Ragatha, let's go. Sound string, I keep thinking again. Yes, no more queer gender flux. I make my way out of the clinic on unsteady legs, leaning heavily on Ragatha the entire time. As we make our way out of the school entrance, I'm really grateful to be. She's so warm. Thanks, Ragatha. Don't mention it. I guess that means I won't be seeing you at softball practice in the future, huh? I won't say that. Really? Yeah, I gotta back up if you get knocked down, right? I see putting on a brave face, but can't help but suck in air as we keep limping towards the doors. That softball hit me pretty hard, and I still have a pretty bad headache. Take it easy, okay, that VA guy? She says, helping me up the stairs as we arrive to the dorm building. She leads me down the hallway all the way to my dorm. She pushes the door open without a second thought, lowering me into my bed. Are you going to be okay, that VA guy? Probably. No, I would just. Do you think I will? I just got concussed pretty badly. Do you hear Nurse Ming? The iconic Nurse Ming? VA guy, you need to take this seriously. I am. Even if I'm not okay, it's not like you can stay here with me. I see, remembering how insistent she has been, Ragatha has been up until now about the curfew. Well, I mean, this is a special case. If you need me to stay around, I think Kane would understand. Well, I guess I won't mind anymore. Some more tea. Girl, you inhaled all the sugar last time. Without another word, Ragatha gets up and fetches her tea to set. She returns swiftly without bringing me a steaming cup. The cup of tea she pours me this time smells her herby and kind of sweet. But again, I dumped the tea in my freaking sink, dude. Do you not see me? It sort of reminded me of the smell of apples as I inhaled the aroma. It smells nice, what is it? Chamomile tea, it's good for relaxation. That's what my grandma says, I think. I don't fully remember for some reason. I take a sip. Blech. Sorry, that being kind. I haven't had time to restock on sugar. You freaking inhaled it. It's okay, I'll manage. I say, smiling back at her as I sip the tea. My eyelids feel really heavy. Ragatha puts a hand on my shoulder. Thanks to that VA guy for everything today. I'll be here tomorrow morning to check up on you and to check up on you and take you to class, okay? Girl, I don't think if I can go to class. Okay, thanks, Mom. I say the words slipping out my mouth before I can know what I'm saying. A moment, Regular's expression shifts. It's too fast for me to get a read on how she reacted. I will. Sorry, thanks, Regular. Don't mention it. Sweet dreams, that VA guy. Not sure what her reaction was about, but that's okay. I can't fit off sleep any longer as Regular flicks off the lights in my room on her way out. Dong, 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 dong. Yay! The day before the culture festival. I wake the next day to a knocking on my door. I was gonna say, I swear to God. That VA guy, are you ready to go to school today? If it was freaking like 5 a.m. or 6 a.m., I get up and immediately lie back down, searing pain crossing through my head. Oh yeah, just get me. I try again. Ugh. Before I can protest, the door flies open and Ragatha bursts in. Girl, don't you think that's a security breach? Get FNAF security breach? Nevy and Kite, you're still hurt. Oh no, this is my fault. It's friggin' the softball's fault. No, Ragatha, I'm fine. I say, trying to get up, but the pain is still a bit too much. You're clearly not fine, she says, lowering my head back onto my pillow. Oh, this is all my fault. I haven't asked you to join me for my stupid softball practice. Right, that I wanted to join you for, but my words fall on deaf ears as Ragatha paces back and forth. Well, you can't go to school like this. Ragatha, come on, I can make it. And I can. I say, gritting my teeth as I manage to push myself up into a sitting position. That VA kite, stop. It's okay, I'll write you a pass for today. You can stay here and I'll take over organizing for the culture festival. I like the sound of that. Can we at least walk to school together? You gotta do the uwu hands, be like, you want to go to school today? That would be a first. I shake my head. Not really, but I should at least follow up with Nurse Ming, right? She paces the room a bit, muttering to herself under her breath and nodding a few times before nodding. Okay, but I'm going to walk you there myself, okay? I nod. Agatha helps me off my bed and I get to my feet and manage to pull my shoes on. As we head out the door, I lean against her. I can't deny it's nice to have someone warm to lean against during the cold autumn morning. I sounded British or whatever for a second. Kind of like Kunk from Kunk on Earth. Between the cold and the dull throb in my head, I decide to give in and just lean into Regla, nuzzling into her. Taffy, kite, she gasped. You're pretty cold, huh? Warm. I'm eating you. I say, unable to put a filter between the thoughts in my head and the words tumbling out of my mouth. She pulls me in a little closer. Well, I wouldn't want you to freeze. She chuckles nervously. Come on, let's get you to Nurse Ming's office. We make our way through the entrance to Nurse Ming's office. Oh, hey, that VA guy. Doing any better today? Head hurt. Nurse Ming shakes his head. It may be time to get Kane involved. Until we can locate him, I'm going to need to keep that VA guy under observations and do some brain scans. I don't know what Kane complains about the school funding so much. It seems like we're loaded. Will they be okay to go to classes? Nursemaid shrugs. I don't know. I don't want to assume anything until the brain scans come back. We know what assuming does. Hey, that VA guy. I will go ask everyone about their favorite foods and organize the culture festival today, okay? Wait. Even my concussed state. I don't feel like that's a good idea. Aren't we supposed to work together on that? Patricia, how dare you? Wait, Ragda, before I can protest. Nursing eases me onto a bed. Get on the freaking bed. I'll be back for lunch, okay, that week, and maybe you're feeling better, we can eat together. Oh, wait. Before I can stop her, she's off. Ugh. My thoughts start becoming more clear. She must blame herself for my injury. Are you man? By the way, the name of the song of Are You Man Enough is Take the Blame, I think. But still, I don't want her running off on her own. We have a lot to do for the cultural festival. And based on what she told me yesterday, I really need to make sure she doesn't try to shoulder the whole burden of organizing the cultural festival alone. I felt like we were getting somewhere yesterday, and she was letting me in. But everything about this morning feels like she's shutting me out of all over again. I let out a frustrated sigh as nursing puts an egg cap on my head. Now, until we know exactly what the damage is, I can't rule out anything. But I can't focus on myself. I can only remember how guilty Ragda looked this morning. I can't let her take this on all alone. I have to help Ragda. My eyelids flutter close. Culture fair. I come to a Nurse Ming's office. In my vision of blurs, I can see our strange principal, who's probably gay. Yeah, it's a student in peril. He looks down at me. I was also doing some motions, cringe ones, but whatever. Principal can't be. Yeah, we know. He does a little flourish in the air, then freezes there, smiling upwards at some intermittent point for a few seconds. How does he smile? I don't guess there's a way. I break the awkward silence. What are you doing here? Well, I'm fixing you up. Dude, I don't need help. He smiles down at me with his terrible brushtail teeth. He produces a heavy-looking pale blue. I'm going to be pale blue, you know? No, blue mallet, and a 1 and a 2. No, wait. The hammer slams into my head before I can stop him. And yet, just as the hammer connects my aching head, suddenly everything goes right. Oh, that worked? Well, must work, right? My thoughts still swim around in my head for a discontinued mess. But I'm at least able to get my bearings and stand up. Thanks, Ken. I'm feeling a lot better. You should really stay for observation. You shouldn't just assume you're alright without being absolutely sure. I agree, but there's no time for that. I need to find Ragatha and help her with the culture festival. I wander through the halls. She could be anywhere. I'm trying to make my way to the library. Ragatha is here, but Pomni is. Maybe Pomni will know where she is? Oh, hey, that VA guy. She winces as she looks at me. Do I really look that bad? Hey, Pomni, I was just wondering if you knew where Ragatha was. Are you sure that VA guy? The bump on your head looks like no joke. If I don't help her, I can't think of anyone else who will. Pomni considers my words a moment. I guess so. But to be honest, I've been seeing her all day. Huh? What? Not even in homeroom? Pomni shakes her head. That's not like Ragatha. I feel like I might know where she is. Thanks, Pomni. No problem. She almost waves me off before stopping me. But if you do find Ragatha, you can let her know I found a book on cultural festivals. Yippee! So I'll be able to do a little presentation of you, like you guys asked for me before. She gives me a small smile. Sorry if I wasn't really helpful yesterday. I return her smile. No worries, I'll definitely let Ragatha know when I find her. I almost turned to leave, but before I remember. Oh, Pomni, do you have any snack or food requests for the festival tomorrow? Pomni blinks at me before scratching her cheek. Oh, maybe pretzels or something like that? I nod and take the mental note before heading out to find Ragatha. I run out into the hallway. Where was it again? I remember the word, realizing how truly massive this school is. After searching around for a bit, the familiar abandoned hallways appears before me. I walk right to the door of a disused classroom Ragatha showed me yesterday. She's inside. I can't imagine why she's in there. I gently open the door. We can't lose another one. Another one, gang. She died too young. Sad to know that. Okay. Hey, Ragatha. She looks up. Oh, that VA guy, it's you. She didn't sound too enthusiastic. Still, I take a seat next to her. We sit in silence for a little while. Eventually, I decide to make the first move. Are you doing okay? She doesn't answer, but she tightens her grip on her own forearms and sort of self-hug.